free their children from a permanent psychological death, then nothing shall be more redemptive. We shall overcome. Before the victory is won, some will be misunderstood and called bad names and dismissed as rabble-rousers and agitators, but we shall overcome. And I'll tell you why. We shall overcome because the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice.
Here we are, a big day, a different kind of day for London. You look out here, it's a beautiful Saturday morning here. This is all about the Electro Motive situation here in London. Now the workers have been locked out and asked to take a 50% wage cut, and it seems to have galvanized the country. But they've also decided that they're going to collect for the food bank, so we brought the food bank van here. But you'll see all of these buses. Those are from various union members coming in from across the province. So they're expecting from 4,000 to 7,000 people. Very exciting, got the band playing. Things haven't started yet, but you'll see even way over there, you'll see the buses, people moving their way in. So it's going to be an interesting time, so we'll take some more videos as the morning goes on. I'm in luck. I'm in luck today. I'm here with Jody Simpson, a very good friend, also one of the really great leaders here in London. Jody, you work for a pretty important firm here in London, but it's wonderful to see you down here with all these thousands of people. Can I ask why you're here?
Well, I'm here as a citizen. I'm here as a resident of London. I'm here to support the workers, but their families, and I'm here to support our city. And what's happening here is it's going to be happening across all of Canadian cities, and I just want to be here to show my support and make it count. Today is a really important day. I am just astounded by the amount of people behind us. It's amazing.
Yeah,
so
it's really good.
I feel really good to be here.
Jody, thank you for taking the stand. It's great.
Thanks.
See ya. Have a good day. All right, this is some of the food that the marchers and others are donating. And then I ran into a very special friend. Here's Dean Kevin Dixon from St. Paul's Cathedral. You and I have a distinguished honor today. Well, me more than you, but we both have articles in the Free Press side by side. Right? What was yours about?
Well, I was talking about the importance of faith leaders and faith communities speaking out boldly on some of the issues that are tearing at the fabric of our society, like the growing gap between rich and poor.
Yeah. But you, I was fascinated because you wrote about something I didn't know, and it was about slaves in the Underground Railroad coming to London. What happened to them?
In the mid-1800s, St. Paul's Cathedral was quite actively involved with supporting the fugitive slaves who were coming to this part of Canada from the United States. And in 1855, there were 700 recently freed slaves who gathered at St. Paul's Cathedral to give thanks to God for the freedom. It was on the anniversary of Emancipation Day.
That's right. Now, Kevin, I was at St. Paul's Cathedral last Sunday with the different faith groups that had all came in, but we started singing some protest songs. Did that have an effect on you?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It was so moving to hear all those voices coming together and singing with one voice and saying that we can make a difference and that our faith is going to help mobilize us in that way.
That's right. And when we were singing "We Shall Overcome," I just thought you and I had been on a bit of a journey together too since the Occupy stuff. We didn't know one another much before that, but really appreciate the fine example you and the other faith leaders have shown. Kevin,
well,
thanks.
You've been a great inspiration, Glenn.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks.
Now, this is Ed Jackman. Ed and I got to know one another on Twitter. Ed, and it's been an interesting friendship we've begun to develop. But we're both down here today, probably for roughly the same reasons. Why are you here?
I'm here to show my support for a lot of the London workers here on Electro Motive specifically, but along with the thousands of other people that are here today. Great cause, and to just kind of get behind that.
Yeah. It kind of feels like a beachhead, right? Like it's kind of the tip of the iceberg, so to speak, that there's just certain things can start going pretty bad for us as a country right now, and I think that's why a lot of people are showing up.
It is. It seems like a downward slide, and I think that a lot of people are aware of that. The spring back from this sort of thing is going to be difficult. And obviously you can hear "Oh Canada" now. It's pretty. There's a great union of people here to support the same thing.
Well, Ed, it's been a pleasure working with you. Thanks.
Yes. Thank you.
Hey, Ed, you even got all that applause. Good for you. You've seen him before. Sean and I are good friends, only probably since the summer. But Sean, you've just been made Executive Director of Emerging Leaders of London.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. Also, you and I were down here at this very park, at Victoria Park, on the day and the night that the police came down for Occupy, and now we're standing out on the workers' lines together. Why are you here exactly?
Because these are the people who live in my community.
Yeah.
These are the people, and their lives, and by extension our lives, are affected.
Yeah.
And they're being treated unfairly. Yeah. And I can't stand by and live in my community when that happens. So I'm here to support them.
It's kind of like just the beginning, right? Like I think this particular situation has woken a lot of people up across the country that it's this could get worse. Is that your feeling?
It can get worse unless we decide to take responsibility for the actions of the communities in which we live and decide to really pay attention and to speak to power, whether that's political or corporate. This will continue. So we have a responsibility, not to ourselves and to each other, to try and turn this away. We can't have these big companies coming in and then pulling out and upending the lives of thousands of people.
No, that's right. Thank you, Sean, and congratulations on the ED role. Look forward to working with you.
Thanks, Glenn.
See ya. I'm here with a special friend for a long time. This is Doug Ferguson, who's Director of Community Legal Services. Now, you and I were down here on the night that the police came down. Before then, you had offered your legal services to Occupy. I thought that was great, but I think you've also offered some services too to the workers, right, if they need it.
Yeah, I said to the workers on the line at Electro Motive that if anything happens, that some charges are laid or something, or anything else that comes up, we're there to help them. They deserve our support.
Yeah, that's great. Now, why are you here exactly?
Well, this has really bothered me, this Caterpillar situation. I think it's bothered a lot of people. How can a company expect workers to take a 50% cut? It's bad for the community, and it's bad for our society. If people don't have income, they can't buy the products we make. Right? So I think companies like Caterpillar need more of a social conscience and look at what's good for society as well as what's good for their profits.
Now, Doug, yesterday you were out at the picket line. I saw you there in the afternoon. What was that like for you?
Well, that's the second time I've been out there, and I tell you, I got to admire those guys for being out there in the cold. And in such good spirits. And I think the community's been very supportive of them, bringing coffee to them and donations.
Yeah, that's great. Well, Doug, thanks for being here today. More the merrier.
You bet. Take care.
Thanks, Doug.
We shall